with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 spot.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Right back at you, Smith, with that picture-perfect stroke.
Back to Dunn. It's Durant on the wing. It's stolen by Smith. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Beal. And Thompson kicks to Green. Out to Thompson. There's the 3. The rebound by Richards.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And stolen by Eason. Launches it from deep. Kept alive by Houston. Smith finds Green. And he misses his first shot of the game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. Now I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, Şengün, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. KD with it, picked up by Thompson. The quick look, no good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For 3, Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either. Houston's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
They don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Suns leading by 3. Pass to Booker. Here's Richards. Booker the pass to Beal. Takes it out to Booker. Outside, KD. Good on the triple. KD's got 11 points.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Smith with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. For 3, Booker not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Pass to Smith. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's KD for 3. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
Now, here's Şengün. And that one, good. Şengün's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Smith puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Durant, here we go. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. Green finds Şengün. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn. Phoenix leading by 4. Launches a 3. That doesn't go either for KD. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And it's Durant missing. A 3. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Sun. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Jones is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Martin. Then it's Bol. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Three-pointer, Brooks sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail. Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
Bol, that's good.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Whitmore. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Whitmore sends a screen for Brooks. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Allen, that's good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Good on the three-point shot. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And count on VanVleet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Allen for 3. Allen with another miss. And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dillon Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dillon is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
Now here's Jones following the miss by Dillon Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. And now a 4-point Houston lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Here's Brooks after the Suns pick up 2. And that one, good. VanVleet's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. VanVleet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And here is VanVleet after Bol made that last three-pointer. Outside, Green for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But you can can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Rockets leading by 4. And it's Whitmore missing. 1:21 left to play here in the half. Stolen by Van Vliet. And it's the Rockets on the break. Brooks for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. And now a 10-point Rocket lead.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Jones dishes to Plumlee. Shoots over Adams. And the Suns miss again. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-5 run. A fader. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Plumlee attacking. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Rockets leading by 10. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Brooks outside. Here's Whitmore. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Green. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Green, no luck.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Durant. Eason grabs the board.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Another miss by Houston. Suns trail by 10. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Green against Booker. KD on the wing. Over Smith. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Durant.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright weak.
Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got 12 in the game.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
A nice shot by KD.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Pass to Eason. Knocked loose. Thompson outside. Here's Şengün. Buries it down low. And that's now 6 points for Şengün.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They kick it out to Green. No good from outside. Suns trail by 9. Durant for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
2 minutes.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Smith with it. Now Beal defending. Thompson from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And here's Booker from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And it's Green missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Rockets leading by 12. Eason off target with his 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Beal finds Booker. Teardrop shot. Outside for KD. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the 3.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Pass to Eason. Out to Smith. Launches a 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Durant.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Eason gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Beal the pass to KD. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Bull out there with Plumlee. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Allen. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bull. Misses the 3. Rockets leading by 10. Now Van Vliet. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bull. The second chance points on the tip in. And here is Van Vliet. Brooks outside. A 3-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 8. That's a 2 from Martin. Jones finds Allen. Takes a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 5 assists in the game. Outside, Green pulls up on the wing. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bull. Offline with his 3. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brooks from outside and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
from past the arc. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Jones with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Brooks with no one around. It's good from long range. Brooks has got 9 points now in the quarter.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Bowl inside. Guarded by Green. Bowl, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Brooks outside. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Bowl dishes to Jones. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And Green gets it to go.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Jones against Van Vliet. And Allen launches it from deep. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Houston leading by 7. Takes the 3. Green missing again. Pass to Bowl. Stolen by Brooks. Green with the ball. Jones covering. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Green. Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. Jones, the pass to Allen. From outside, off the mark. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They get the rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Over in the corner, Green. This one for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
6 to shoot. Here's Bowl. Rockets with the rebound. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Van Vliet with it. Puts up a deep 3. It's in. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to...
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Daniel Gafford, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Edwards, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot. Green finds Smith. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Gafford passes to Edwards. Gafford with a screen on Eason. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Eason. And Houston, another 3.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Thompson against Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Outside Davis. Gafford with a screen on Smith. There's Davis with the 3. First shot won't go.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Thompson's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Now here's Thompson. Misses a 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Thompson. Davis with a screen on Green. Outside Irving. Six to shoot. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Deflects the pass. Here's Eason. Off the mark there with a 3. The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Houston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Green. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Irving, screen on Thompson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Thompson. Green finds Smith. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Rockets have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Şengün passes to Smith. Offensive rebound. Outside Eason. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw this game.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Thompson. Gafford with a screen on Thompson. From outside the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the 3. Thompson's got 6.
Just another spot on the court where he can hurt you from. Thompson efficient in the corners.
Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Irving. Gafford to screen. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Thompson. Kept alive. Smith outside. 4-3. Outside Eason. Three-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Eason's got his second basket.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Irving. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Mavericks. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Washington and Lively down low. Williams is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Christie in at the 3 slot. Rockets trail by 3. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Trying to keep up with Brooks will wear you out. He gets one step ahead and pulls right up to shoot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Christie. Brooks defending. To the paint. To the wing on the left. Lively. And the 3 off target. The Rockets lead by 3. Pass to Green. Van Vliet outside. Here's the 3. And here's Adams. He's scoreless. Goes back up. Good on the bucket. And now a 5-point Houston lead.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Christie. Brooks defending. Washington, a screen on Van Vliet. Will it go? It's rebounded by Houston.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And that one's good for Brooks. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
The 3 ball. Another 3 from Houston.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
2 minutes.
There's the triple. Lively grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Exum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And that one's good for Brooks.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And you know, Clark, Fred VanVleet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred VanVleet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner, tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and is proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at a really high level.
Lively with a screen on Brooks. Christie passes to Washington. Launches a three. Adams grabs the miss. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-3 run. VanVleet finds Green. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 11. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Exum's shot is off. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. VanVleet outside. Brooks from outside. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. Brooks has got 15.
Yeah, I know the guys love to see Brooks get in a groove like this. It gets the whole team fired up.
Pass to Washington. Over Green. And that's not going to go. And so it's Houston up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Thompson out there with Green. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Irving with it, guarded by Smith. Irving against Smith. The three. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Green. Back to Smith. Shoots over Thompson. Smith no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Thompson outside. Outside Eason. This one for three. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Smith outside. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Davis polishes off the break.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Eason, pass to Green. Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Eason, a screen on Irving. And here's Green from the arc. The shot comes out. Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Ryan, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well. He can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Edwards for three. Gets the three ball to go. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Green with the ball. Now Thompson defending. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Eason, pass to Smith. Over to the left wing. The three. Şengün, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Green against Irving. Money from 17 feet out. Irving's got 8.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Thompson outside. And here's Green from the arc. And Houston, another three.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Irving for three. Another miss by Irving.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And it's Green missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 11. Gafford with a screen on Green. And here's Thompson for three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Hey, from a technical, mechanical standpoint, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots you'll ever see.
And it's Green missing. Irving looking around. It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Williams is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. And that one's good. Green.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Christie. Pulls up on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Mavericks trail by 9. And here is Williams. From behind the arc. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Green, the pass to Brooks. Here's Van Vliet. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Exum outside. Pass to Washington from outside the arc. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14. They get it again. Van Vliet against Williams. Fires for 3. And Fred VanVleet, good for 3. VanVleet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Lets it go from deep. Here's Washington. Rockets with a rebound. Brooks has got 5 rebounds in the game. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Good chance here for Irving. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Thompson outside. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. On the wing, Davis. Covered by Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Irving. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Gafford with a screen on Green. Irving, the pass to Christie. That 3's off the mark. Houston leading by 11. Green for 3. Green's feeling it at the arc.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. That's tipped. Here's Christie. On the wing, Davis. They set the pick. Now here's Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crafty move on the take. Here's Christie. Davis with a screen on Thompson. And a miss there on the triple. Pass break. Here come the Rockets. On the wing, Green. From deep. The shot misses.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple. 24 seconds left to play in the 4th. Fires away from way outside. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Irving with a deep 3. Did he?
Oh, yeah!
My, he did!
What an incredible shot!
Wow!
Yes, indeedy.
Fires from way outside. And so the Rockets take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so
the locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his own routine. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Irving. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the 3.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Irving surveying the floor. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Fades away. Count that one.
You guys know it's pick your poison when you are trying to cover Kyrie out of the pick and roll.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Shot clock at 6. And it's Davis missing. And here's Phoenix. And with the score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
The shot by KD, no good. Irving against Booker. For the screen on Booker. And on the way from Irving for 3. They get it again. Gafford passes to Marshall. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Outside Irving. Pass to Gafford. Shoots. The rebound by Richard. The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dunn finds Durant. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. KD's got 8.
Well, you see the unlimited range of Kevin Durant, and how easy is it to the Slim Reaper?
On its way from Irving for 2, and such a nice move to make the basket work.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Puts up a deep 3. Again, Durant missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from KD. And stolen by Dunn. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Here's the 3. Durant, no good. The Mavericks trailing. The deep 3 from Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Pass to KD. Launches from deep. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here's Marshall. Scoreless thus far. For the screen on Booker. Irving with a clean look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. From outside the arc. And Irving pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Suns have gone just a shade under 50% of the field. 5 of 11.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. KD looking around. No good on the triple. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Phoenix ahead, up by 3. And the second quarter of... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Phoenix.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. So with Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Plumlee out there with Bowl. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Martin. And it's Allen in at shooting guard. Plumlee, no luck. Mavericks trail by 3. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Bull can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Lively. Connects from three-point range. Lively's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Exum, covered by Martin. From the arc, Phoenix grabs the miss. Bull with it. No scoring in this one. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Lively's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the left side wing. Here's Plumlee. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Dallas, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. The shot's good from Christie.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Mavericks leading by 3. Exum with a wide open look. And the rebound goes to Martin. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Christie can't make it. Allen against Christie. For the 3. Rebounded by Hardy. Dallas shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. And he misses his first shot. Suns trail by 3. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Dallas leading by 4. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Another three for Dallas.
D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
A wide open look for Plumlee. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Exum. Martin with the block, and they're able to recover. Pass to Washington. Lively with it. Lock at 6. And the three off target. Phoenix shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Bull. That shot off. The Mavericks shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Exum with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he stays with it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Dallas, Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
Durant for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson looking for an opening. Marshall dishes to Davis. Fades back. It's hauled in by Dunn.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
For 3, Marshall gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job. Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
Davis setting the pick for Thompson. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Davis against Durant. Marshall inside the three-point line. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. It's deflected. Gafford with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 9-point game. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And a deep three from Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. Phoenix has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Devin Booker in the paint.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
Pass to Davis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavericks. Durant up top, started by Davis. Kicks it out to Booker. Outside, KD. Second shot opportunity. And it's Irving with the rebound. Dallas leading by 9. For the screen on Dunn. Marshall passes to Gafford. Down low. And stolen by Booker. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
No good from Irving.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Davis finds Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 7. And do not go away as we'll... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Cody Martin is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Here's Lively. Washington inside. Covered by Martin. P.J. Washington, and that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Allen's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 13. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Christie. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones drives in, kicks it out to Allen. Fires for 3. Again, Allen missing. Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Lets it go with a 3. And Bol pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Allen. Now Bol puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bulls got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Exum, guarded closer. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Three-point field goal.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Suns trail by 13. Outside, Jones. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Stolen by Exum.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Hardy. Bull covering. And here's Hardy. And that's a foul called on Bull. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Booker against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, that ability to create a shot for himself, so important for Kyrie with the shot clock dwindling to nothing.
The three from KD. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Beal with the steal. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Mavericks with possession. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Now, here's Gafford. They double him with Booker. And the ball's tied up, so he'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Davis surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Tips it, and it's sent back by KD.
Well, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
They get it back. Now Booker, right side Durant. There's the triple. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis kicks to Gafford. The three. Offensive rebound. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The shot by Thompson, no good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
two of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Amen Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. Durant for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Right wing. Here's Şengün. Now Brooks. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the basket by Van Vliet. Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. Houston gets it back. Thompson left side. Second shot opportunity. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
The kick to Durant for 3. Durant with another miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And stolen by Booker. Jacks up a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Van Vliet right side. Pass to Şengün. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets with another miss. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. For 3, Booker. Thompson pulls it in. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Houston with another miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets trail. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Durant's shot is off. And Houston has possession. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Beal finds Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Right side Durant puts up a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
Şengün off target with the 3. The Suns trailing. On the wing, Durant, defended by Thompson. Fires the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Green for three. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Booker, the pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And that one's good for Brooks.
3-point field goal.
Durant with it. Shoots over Thompson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the...
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More 2K action in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Bull out there with Cody Martin. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Jones in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Plumlee, no good. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. That's good from Eason on the assist from Holiday. Eason's got 6 here in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Smith. And it's Houston scoring again.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
And the basket by Holiday.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. And here are the Rockets. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Here's Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Suns trail by 9. Right side Bull. Martin outside. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. Martin's got 5 points.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Smith outside. And stolen by Bull. It's 2-on-1. Pass to Martin. Shoots over Eason. Martin misses.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
For 3, Allen. Eason pulls it in. And the Rockets with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Suns have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Allen finds Martin. Here's Plumlee. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Holiday passes to Adams. Smith inside. Bull covering.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Holiday against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Houston with another miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pass to Bull. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Suns trail by 5. Martin, the pass to Allen. Bull, the screen on Eason. Allen against Eason. Back to Martin. Fires it. Here's Plumlee. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Smith no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. The 3, Smith knocks down the long J. Smith's got 7.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Plumlee a screen. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's Houston up 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So the Houston 5 right now. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Here's Richards. Cashes in the first attempt of the game.
A great start to the second half for him. Hustling for the rebound and converting the follow.
And it's Green missing.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Green against Durant. Offensive board. Second chance shot, and he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Back to Green from downtown. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Booker. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 6. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Brooks from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker against Brooks. Booker can't get it to go. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. 6-point lead and some very quick points for him on that possession. Thompson's got 10.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
The Suns have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Thompson's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Launches it. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Durant for the tie. Rebound by Van Vliet. And Houston is shooting 40% since the break. Three-pointer sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Booker finds Durant. No good on the 3.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And that one's good. Thompson.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
The Rockets lead by 6. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant way outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this 3rd quarter. Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. From deep. Drops in the 3. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Here in the 3rd, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Houston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Tyus Jones. Cody Martin is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Rockets lead by 9. Smith outside. There's the 3. Pass to Holiday. Smith outside. Fires the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
Plumlee, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The 3, Smith. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bol, pass to Plumlee. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Fires from deep. The shot by Holiday, no good. Suns trail by 12. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
It's Martin on the wing. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Plumlee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Outside Whitmore. Launches it. He drops it from range. And the Rockets lead by 14.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Durant drives in.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Plumlee against Eason. Takes the 3. The Suns clear it. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Here's Adams. And another miss by Houston. Suns trail by 9. Releases. Durant's shot is off. Adams with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. Adams against Plumlee. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's Adams missing. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Bradley Beal with a rebound. Beal's got 4 rebounds now. Booker, the pass to Durant. Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Well, Houston's shooting just 38% for this game so far. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Pass to Adams. Over Plumlee. Houston with another miss. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And Durant gets it to go.
Oh, what a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
And it's Adams missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Durant way outside. Eason pulls it in. Smith against Durant. And here's Adams. Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point land. And the miss. And so it's Houston winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned
with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet into the point guard. Brooks with no one around. Şengün kicks to Thompson. Over Marshall. And that one comes up a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Davis. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Rockets with the rebound. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Şengün. And Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Şengün with a screen on Thompson. That one falls. Green's got the first points up on the board for the Rockets.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And he's good on the three ball.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge three ball. Payback right at you. Great response.
Van Vliet against Irving. The fadeaway. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Now Thompson following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The Mavericks trail it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lively, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. On the wing, Thompson. From deep. The Rockets pull it in. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Marshall. For 3, Van Vliet hits the three-point bomb.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
On the wing, Irving. Covered by Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 6. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Lively sets a screen for Marshall. Launches it. They get the rebound. Pass to Davis. Fires away from outside. And shot off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Green against Irving. The tray. And Green gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Here's Irving. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Dallas shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Now here's Irving. He's got 6. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Jabari Smith. He's out there with Steven Adams. Cam Whitmore is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Eason against Williams. Eason passes to Holiday. Back to Eason. From downtown. Rebounded by Prosper.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Gafford kicks to Exum. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Whitmore. The Rockets with another miss. Mavericks trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Prosper. And stolen by Eason. Here's Whitmore. Back to Eason. Buries the long-range jumper. Eason's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Can they get it? It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Puts up a 3, and it's Smith that time on the assist by Whitmore. And now an 11-point Rocket lead.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Now, here's Washington. Still scoreless. Dallas moving it around. Here's Prosper. Another 3 for Dallas. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And here's Washington outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Holiday. A 3-ball. Again, Holiday missing. Mavericks trailed by 5. Inside. Over in the corner, Washington. No good with the triple. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Williams passes to Washington. It's Exum in the corner. Screen by Gafford. Here he goes. It's stolen by Adams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. For three, Smith. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
Holiday against Williams. Pass to Prosper. Shoots the three. He can't get that one. And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top, ending the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. Then it's Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Lively a screen on Brooks. Here's Marshall, out to Thompson, fires the 3. Thompson with the 3!
Just another spot on the court where he can hurt you from. Thompson efficient in the corners.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Brooks outside. The 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 8. Lively sets a screen for Thompson. Here's Davis. Now Marshall. Five to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 8. And the wide-open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 11 points.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Thompson against Davis from deep. Green. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Irving. Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving looking over the floor. Looking to get it going. He gets that one. 8 points for him.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Houston moving it around. Out to Brooks. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Davis downhill. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Şengün passes to Brooks. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Davis with a screen on Green. Thompson passes to Davis. Irving against Van Vliet. Davis has the open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Brooks setting the pick for Van Vliet. Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. Over Irving. And it's Houston with another.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Lively a screen on Van Vliet. Irving for three. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Green missing. Mavericks trail by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. The kick out to Irving. Here's Lively. Back to Thompson. Takes the 3. Do not leave Clay open.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
And here's Green outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Houston on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Adams. Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Washington with the screen on Smith. Pass to Exum. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Exum's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Mavs. Williams against Holiday. Here's Eason. He takes a 3. And no good that time. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Exum finds Williams. There's a screen to take the lead. Another 3 for Dallas. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Up top, Eason. Smith wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
Williams passes to Washington. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Prosper. Lets it go from deep. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the lead back up to 1 now for Dallas.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That's a 2 from Smith, and it's Houston with another.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Pass to Williams. Gafford sends the pick for Williams. Another 3 for Dallas.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy 3s at this stage of the game.
Eason finds Whitmore. And here's Holiday. Smith sets the pick for Holiday. They get it again. Out to Smith. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
And Gafford throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Smith the pass to Holiday. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. Back to Smith. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Williams gets the bucket.
And this is the game plan for him. And he's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Beyond the arc. Shot by Eason, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Williams against Holiday. Pass to Prosper. Now here's Exum. He's covered closely. Gafford with the ball. Washington with it. Defended by Adams. Gafford kicks to Exum. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Shot by Eason, no good. Here's Dallas. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Exum with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Eason. Out to Smith. Fires from deep. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
So a close game. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 3 spot. Irving. Phoenix grabs the miss. A deep 3. Durant's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Lively. They get it back. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Richards, the pass to Beal. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
And here's Thompson for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Suns have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Davis. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
For 3, Durant. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now. Booker against Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Screen by Lively. Fires the 3. Marshall with the bucket.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Marshall. And here's Thompson for 3. And Booker pulls it down. And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Sinks it from distance.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
Booker fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Mavericks lead by 5. It's stolen by Dunn. Durant against Irving. The 3. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 6.
Kevin Durant plays with great pace. He never allows the defense to speed him up. Just a pretty pull-up jumper.
On the wing, Irving. Booker defending. Launches a 3. Irving, no good. The Suns shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Booker fires from way outside, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lively with it. Richards picks him up. 40 seconds left in the first. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jacks up a 3. Durant's shot is off. Dallas leading by 5. Left side, Davis. .11 seconds left now in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. puts one up from 19. No luck on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Dallas on top. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Mason Plumlee. Cody Martin is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Grayson Allen, and it's Jones in at point guard.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Gafford. There's the triple. Bol grabs the board. Suns trail by 5. Allen, the pass to Jones. From deep. Counted from distance. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Gafford with a screen on Jones. Williams' shot is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
There's Plumlee with a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Gafford. Outside, Williams. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Martin. Offline with a 3.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Prosper misses. Suns trail by 5. Here's Plumlee. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Gafford with a screen on Allen. Exum gets the bucket. Exum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Plumlee with a 3. Gafford grabs the miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
It's Exum on the wing. The 3 is up. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Bol, no good. The Mavericks lead by 9. The 3. Bol grabs the board. Allen against Williams. That's good from Allen on the assist from Bol. Allen's got his first points in this one. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Again, the miss by Dallas. Suns trail by 7. Outside Bol. This one for 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rob! And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Jones. From downtown, knocks it down from distance. Jones has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Williams from long range, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Williams against Jones. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Williams. And he lobs it up top. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Martin, he's checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Washington. Out left to the wing. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Phoenix shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Durant, he's checked in for Bull. Dunn comes in for Martin. Beal, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones. Now here's Exum. He's got 6. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. And no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Lively's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
They grab their own miss. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Durant, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Klay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Durant for 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Here's Lively. Goes to the fadeaway.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
Suns trail by 6. Up top, Booker. He's guarded by Irving. Fires the 3. Durant with another miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Pass to Marshall. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man. He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Marshall can't hit. Suns trail by 9. Durant, pass to Booker. Now here's Durant. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Durant. Thompson fires from way outside. Dallas no good that time either. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. Richards is checked in from Plumlee.
Number 2, Nick Richards.
Dallas leading by 9. Irving looking around. And he drains the quick shot. Irving's got 5 now.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Richards with a screen. To 3, Booker. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Lively. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant. Pass to Dunn. It's Booker on the wing. The fadeaway. Back to Dunn. Here's Durant. Fires for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
Here's Irving. Lively passes to Marshall.
First team foul.
Phoenix on D. It's a 5-point game. Irving for three. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix is shooting poorly. Just 30% so far. Dunn right side. For three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Lively passes to Irving. Shoots over Booker. And it's Irving missing. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Richards. Booker fires from way outside. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dallas no good that time either.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
The kick to Durant. Over Lively. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Dallas on top. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3 slot.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Davis misses. Suns trail by 8. Booker for 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Outside Irving. Takes a 3. Lively inside. Covered by Richards. Lively with a screen on Beal. Thompson shot is off. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Durant inside. Davis on him. Booker finds Beal. From behind the arc. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Irving for 3. On target from range. Irving's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
The kick to Durant. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Another miss by Irving. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Here's Durant. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Irving against Booker. Right side, Irving. Here's Marshall. Out to Thompson. Pass to Davis. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Suns trail by 3. To tie it up. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Beal.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
There's Marshall. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
It's tipped. Irving with it. Durant covering. Takes one from 10 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Beal, the pass to Durant. Richards inside. Marshall's there. Beal outside. Shoots over Thompson. They grab their own miss. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. And at last, they get one to fall. Booker's got 8 here in this quarter.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Booker against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't go for him. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Beal. The kick to Durant to take the lead. Suns keep it alive. Outside Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Durant, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same. Largely a no-show right here.
Outside Davis. For 3. Misses. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. Well, all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.